Whoa, his face stretches.
Hey, hi, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my friend Emma.
What's up?
And we are saving up for VidCon, but she came over for a bit and we got fish and chips. And then we started watching some storytime videos and we were like, we should make a storytime video.
Wow!
Whee! So, without further ado, I give you our weirdest dreams. Okay, so we're gonna tell scary stories and normal stuff, like weird dreams. Yeah.
Our weirdest
Do you
dream.
want to go first, or do I go first?
I've got like a weird piece of hair right here.
Who's that? Mariella.
No way.
So this was, I mostly lucid dream. So like I can't control what's in my dream, but I know it's a dream. But maybe one of the ones that scared. When I was little, I'd have these recurring dreams, and then as I got older, I didn't have them anymore. But recently, I've actually had one of the dreams. So it'd be all over the place. So I would have this magic mirror, kind of like the one of Tinkerbell, but it was like covered in flowers, silk, golden vines, that sort of stuff. And I could make a wish with it, but infinite wishes. And then I would have this grandma who lives in this big old house, and she was odd. She had like a cartoon face. She had the head of the girl, like the witch of Brave, and I had never seen Brave when I was younger. It wasn't out when I was younger, so that is a little weird. But she would also have a spider body.
Great.
And I don't remember too much about the dreams, but I remember that I'd go and be like, Grandma, Grandma. But I wouldn't be excited, but I'd be like, hi, Grandma,
Your
love it.
grandma was a spider.
So, a cartoon head and spider body, but she'd also have like cartoon arms as well. But the one I remember, so it had like a story. And
story.
It recently ended. I don't remember how it went, but I asked the mirror. No, wait. I don't remember one of the parts. I remember one of the parts from the other dreams now. So I don't remember this, but I remember I left the mirror in the bedroom. No, in the lounge room, which was my lounge room. And it had a brush next to it. And so I went to grab the mirror, and she's sleeping on the couch. So she wakes up, I put the mirror behind my back. I don't know where it goes, but then my hand comes out. I'm just like, I was getting my brush. But yeah, then the one I remember is I asked the mirror, can you get my grandma back to normal? And then the mirror spoke in this like woman's voice and said, I can't. And I go, and then it just flashes like a movie, and it takes me to a hedge maze. And I'm going through with this pregnant woman and a bunch of other people, and there was one man there. We make it through after like a bunch of little obstacles, like all kinds of stuff, monsters and that. And then at the end, it wasn't really graphic. I looked away, and then next thing you know, my grandma, I'm guessing, was born, but she wasn't a baby. She was pretty much just a shrunken version of the normal of it.
Is that it?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that was the end of the story, and she was somehow born with a spider. Oh well. Your turn.
Okay, so mine's a bit less grandma creepy. I don't know. So it's about school. And it's got real names, but like...
We'll make up names.
Well, oh, dang it. I'm going to call her Miss Green. We all know who that is. Miss Green is going to be one of them. Miss Green's one of our teachers. And,
We actually did have a teacher called Miss Green.
but not her.
Yeah.
She took some of us on an excursion. It was me and my best friend. My other best friend. Girl, who's a boy, was there.
We will call him Nay.
No, oh, Nay was there. There was a few other people, like my husband and all that.
Oh.
And now
Elizabeth. Let's call her
Elizabeth and Snowman.
Let's call
Anyway,
her Frosty.
Frosty the Snowman. It's really cute, eh? Anyway, so
I wonder who it is.
and there were a few other like people that like do like netball and stuff. I don't know. There was just some people. So she took us to this like chocolate factory, but it was like neon green, pink, yellow, orange, like kind of colours.
Okay, so it's
And
like
there was this,
bright.
yeah, it was very bright. And Miss Green went missing. As she took us through, and then she was like, "Oh, we'll all go through this door." She went in first. When we followed her, that she was nowhere,
Bye.
and it was a white room, like just a white room, like no furniture.
Was it
Plain
like
white.
something that you'd like?
It was
just like a white.
It
Like
was
you
like-
couldn't see a floor or any walls. Or
It was
anything.
like the light to heaven, boy. It was white and empty, and she was gone. So we were like, "I'm not going in this room."
Bye.
So we all kind of turned back, and we went towards, and this ended up in our school. When we turned back, it was our school.
Oh, how horrible.
But the big rainbow tank was next to the 3 to 5 building where the little cricket pitch is. And it was massive.
the old cricket pitch, not there anymore.
Yeah, the old one. So I went there and I was like, "Guys, why is this at our school and why are we at school?" We went up and there was a ladder there. Guess who climbed it? We climbed it and there was like a
I was gonna call you smart.
there
But
was like a railing around it that you could walk on. So when we walked on it, we all got like sprung off and like legit went back and then we hit this foam wall.
where did that come out?
I don't know, there's a foam wall and we just like sat onto the ground and we landed in chairs, tied up.
Oh, hell no.
In like these wooden old school chairs, we were like all tied up and we were like, "What the hell is happening?" But our mouths were like, we could still talk and breathe. So we were like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And then best friend number 1 started crying.
Which was
Kitty.
Kitty.
And she was like, and then we were like, "Why are you crying? Like, it's okay, like we're gonna be fine. Like
We just tied up in chairs.
Yeah, we're just tied up." And then she was like, "I'm not crying because of that. I was crying because my mum gave me money to buy chocolate at the factory and we're here."
Oh,
So
that's
she
sad.
was sad about that. And then
I would be too.
and then the Nay, he was like, "Oh, that's true." And then like he's like he got like all angry. Like everyone was like screaming at each other. And then we heard like a splash. And this like red acid sprung out. Like a little bit. And we were like, "That's not normal."
Acid.
Acid. Like bubbly,
Ugh.
steamy.
So like,
And then
blood.
it
Was
started-
like red, blood red,
Yeah.
or like bright red.
Like bright blood.
So like,
And like kind of like the bottom there.
okay,
And it started exploding, like coming out of like
you can't see the button.
it was just dark, light, bright red. So it started exploding with all this red stuff, kind of like creamy soda but darker. And the bottom of the chairs started burning.
Oh,
And we were like getting shorter and we were like, "Oh crap."
you were getting shorter. The chair was getting shorter.
Well, the chair, and we were like sinking. And then Nay's shoe burnt off and it was like Adidas. And he was like,
You,
"Oh my
you
God."
tried to kill me. How that is low, but you kill my shoes. And
He
boy,
legit had 2 on. One like dissolved into
you
the
normally
water.
have 2 shoes
Well,
on.
acid, yeah, but like only one dissolved, and then the other one turned into like a Kmart shoe, and he like freaked out.
I can picture that.
And then it stopped. We stopped sinking, but the acid was still there, and our ropes were cut, like already.
I mean,
so,
that's a good thing.
so we stood up on the chairs trying to like leap across. The only
you
person-
wouldn't be able to do that in real life.
I know, right? And I saw Subway.
Subway.
I saw Subway before he even came to the school. His hair was blonde though. But like, same face. And there's this kid that goes to our school and he looks like that. But I didn't realise, and I told my friends about the story. But I didn't realise until obviously he came to the school.
And you
and
can
I-
only dream about people you've seen.
I was like-
apparently. Okay, so Emma's on my bench. She's taking interest in the squish.
Emma.
Okay, so the next one I have is A weird one. Does anyone know the show Ladybug Cat Noir? Okay, Emma knows. It's not in screen. Kind of, yeah. Still there. Okay, so basically in this dream, I got sucked into the TV, but I wasn't really scared or weirded out. It just happened like it was natural. And then I was in, I think it was maybe, I don't remember which one, I think it was just in school. And since you obviously know who Ladybug and Cat Noir are in Secret Identities and that, if you haven't seen this, spoiler alert right now. So basically, Marinette has a crush on Adrien, but they don't know who each other. Ladybug and Marinette is Ladybug and Adrien is Cat Noir, but they don't know that. And Cat Noir's got a crush on Marinette. No, on Ladybug. So they basically have a crush on each other, but in different identities. It was like class, but for some reason the teacher didn't mind me going, "Hey Adrien, Marinette, can I talk to you for a minute?"
They were just like, "Oh, it's normal, hun."
Except they were still cartoons.
Yes.
Okay, like I was saying. So it was feeling normal, but I was still me, except I didn't have my hair dyed. But it's getting in the way. They were still cartoons and I was real, but it felt normal.
Mm.
It was in third person, but at the same time first person. It's hard to describe. But I go, I know you're Cat Noir and I know you're Ladybug. And I don't know if this is how it would actually work, but I say Tiki spots on and Flag claws out. And they transformed because I said it. And then they see each other and they go, "Ah," but like in a confused way. And then I'm watching the TV, next thing I know, and it just comes out and they're running away from each other. And so it's like they're like running in like parkour, like this weird thing that you'd find in like video games. And they're like shocked. And they're just running. And then credits roll. And I'm like, oh, this is still a dream. This is the next season of like the Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. They know each other. Turns out no, because I've seen one of them. But yeah, that's pretty much the way that dream went. It's a weird dream. Emma, have you got any more? Do you want to come in frame? Thank you.
Okay. So this is the story, and it's. Do you know when like last year the whole killer clown thing was like going crazy?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I should describe that dream next.
After like that happened, like I've been like watching a few videos and I was like, that's creepy. I was like, oh well. So I went to bed after watching all these killer clown attacks. And
That obviously causes dreams.
well, not always, and it wasn't a nightmare.
It's just a dream.
Well, it was kind of a nightmare, but like anyway. So I was like,
You what?
I lived somewhere else. I don't know where I lived, but I know it was in Australia.
Australia, mate.
Because I talked about like Australia, but like, we're not going to get into that at the moment. So I was me.
I wonder why.
Obvi.
Wait, you're you?
Anyway, so
We're weird.
killer clowns, you know, the season rolls in and everyone's freaking out because they think they saw a clown or they're lying about seeing clowns.
Rosebush?
Shut up.
I'm gonna tell that
Shut
story at the
up.
end.
So my friend Sky, I don't care if I say her name because she's a YouTuber.
Sky the Line, but she is now Sky Andrews. Do I have to put her in the link description now that we mentioned her?
Not necessarily.
Just go check her channel, Sky Andrews. You know who she is. She was in the Who's More Likely To video.
Anyway, so Sky, she's a creep, but she hates
freaking
clowns.
hates clowns.
She hates them. So there's this guy. He's not real. He's not like a guy from school. He's not her boyfriend. He's just a guy. And he's tall, like,
Her boyfriend?
yeah, but it's a different guy. So I don't know who he was. I've never seen him. But he went missing for like a week from school. We were like, where's this kid? Has he moved? And Sky was dating this kid in my dream. And he was
Did
gone.
we know him or was it?
We did know him, but like...
Do we know him?
We weren't. No, we don't. Okay. Yeah, but she was dating this kid in the dream. And he went missing, as I said, for a week. And then no one... He wasn't texting
Clowns.
Sky. He wasn't texting anyone. It wasn't the clowns that took him. I don't know that part, but they might have.
It's the unseen part of the movie.
He was a clown. A killer clown.
Ah!
He became one.
Sky, you hate clowns, you say. Seems like you love them.
He went missing and somehow became a clown. And I know this because he came and visited me.
Oh!
No one else. He knocked on my door while I was home alone. And I was like, not answering, so I was just laying down.
A clown out the window? Okay, 1 minute, I just forgot something in the shed. Bring out a machine gun.
So I didn't have the TV on or anything. I was just texting people on Snapchat and heard a knock.
Nothing new there.
I don't open any snaps. I just stay quiet and I'm like, can't talk. Then I get a text that pops up from this kid. His name was like Brian or Ryan or something along the
Big
lines.
names.
B
She
or
loves them, don't she?
B or R. Brian or Ryan or something else.
Tie-in.
He texted me, open the door. And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm at the door, open the door. And I was
Okay,
like,
now we know who you are.
and I was like,
Police can check your texts.
yeah, but
You're dumb.
I didn't know he was a clown.
Yeah,
But-
but he does.
Yeah, exactly.
He should be smarter than that.
So he was like, he was like, open the door. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm at your front door, come open it, I want to see you.
Was this in third person or first person?
I don't know.
So like, were you experiencing it like the way you would see it, or were you experiencing it like you could see your body?
I could see my body.
So it was third person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, what? I'm not home. Because it was creepy that he would text, come out, open the door, with like an exclamation mark. So I was like, sorry, I'm not home. And he's like, Emma, I can smell I can smell you. And I was like, what? And he's like,
okay,
and then he's like, your perfume.
oh.
And I was like, yeah, it's my house. Of course it smells like me. And then he's like, Emma, I see you through the crack in the window. Because there's like, between the like window and like the curtain, there's like a little crack. And I saw an eye and I was like, oh crap.
Oh, shh.
But I didn't see that it was a clown.
I'm imagining that. That's so freaking creepy.
I went and I was like, open the door. No, I looked through the little...
I get shivers now.
Do you see the little circle that has the glass? I looked through it.
What?
Like in the door.
Oh, that. Okay.
So I looked through. There was this clown standing there.
Oh,
So I texted him. What? F off. Don't come near my house.
yeah, fudge nugget off.
Like I was like, are you in a costume? And then he's like, what are you talking about? It's me. And then he started banging on the door. So like actually like physically banging my door, and he's like, I know you're in there, open up. And then I was like, go away or I'm calling the cops. And
Cops never make it.
he stood
What's
back,
the point of them?
he stood back to like just like about a meter away from my door and started laughing. Then I hear something on my roof, and two clowns jump off and land next to him. Slowly, they don't move.
Yeah, just say, how do you intend to get into my house from up there?
They don't move. Their heads.
We don't have attics in
Their
Australia.
heads spin all round.
But
but
you
their
at your
body-
house?
Yeah.
So we don't have attics.
He's looking at me. No, I wasn't. I was at my house, but in a different country. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, but you still don't have an attic.
I didn't have an attic. So he's facing me, and then these two jump off backwards, but their heads spin around to me.
Oh.
It's Sky.
Sky! So you
Sky,
hated clowns.
Sky turns around laughingly.
Oh!
Door, so actually physically banging my door, and he's like, I know you're in there, open up. And
Drop it
then I was like, go away or I'm calling the cops. And
Cops never make it.
he stood
What's
back,
the point of them?
he stood back to just about a meter away from my door and started laughing. Then I hear something on my roof, and two clowns jump off and land next to him. Slowly, they don't move.
Yeah, just say, how do you intend to get into my house from up there?
They don't move. Their heads.
We don't have attics in
Their
Australia.
heads spin all round.
But
but
you
their
at your
body-
house?
Yeah.
So we don't have attics.
He's looking at me. No, I wasn't. I was at my house, but in a different country. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, but you still don't have an attic.
I didn't have an attic. So he's facing me, and then these two jump off backwards, but their heads spin around to me.
Oh.
It's Sky.
Sky! So you
Sky,
hated clowns.
Sky turns around laughingly,
Oh!
like she's been taken in, and then you can see in her eyes that she's almost crying. Like the heartbreak in her eyes is real, bro. It's
you don't hate clowns.
it's real.
Oh, Sky, I love you. Gun, that was meant to be a gun.
And then there was Nay from the other story, who turns around, and
Go away!
the funny thing, his curly yellow hair was in a man bun.
Go away! I'm gonna beep that out.
Okay, well, yeah, that was him. And then there was Sky, who had purple curly hair,
Oh,
and it was in two ponytails. And I was like, that's a
Harley
bit weird.
Quinn!
Yeah, and then her,
She fell in love
her
with the clown
boyfriend-
Joker.
her boyfriend kid was just
Kid.
curly, all
her curly
rainbow.
hair?
I don't know why it was rainbow, but it was all rainbow.
And
And then it had a massive mohawk. So I was like, you're a bit weird.
Wait, so he had curly hair, but then he also had hair poking up here?
That was spiky. So I was
Before you kill me, we need to talk on fashion.
yeah, so I was like, okay, what the hell is happening? They just turned their heads a whole 360, 180, because half turn, I don't know. I'm bad at this math. Trying to be cool. Your shoulders turn all the way. Anyway, oh sorry. So I was left home alone with 3 clowns. Then I hear growling behind me.
It scared the crap.
I turn very slowly and cautiously. My dog,
Pockets or Lucky?
Pockets, and Lucky is in the story, but Pockets was growling, barking. He knew something was at the door.
So he wasn't at you.
But yeah, and not at me. And I was like, okay, I look out. No clowns. They're all gone.
Okay, well, I'm gonna die. Say your prayers.
And then I'm like, I don't know what to do. I called police, I called my parents, I called everybody, and I was like, there's 3 clowns.
Lucid. Why can you not lucid dream? Just imagine yourself with a crowbar and a machine gun. Come at me.
So I went into my kitchen, I grabbed all my knives, just so if they came in, they couldn't get them.
Oh, smart. Okay.
And
You scared the
so
crap
I could
out of
have
the
them.
door.
My dog was in front of me
Okay.
and started changing,
Changing.
transforming, shape-shifting, something like
Oh, lovely. Like
And
in
I
a,
was like-
in a gushy, smoldable way, or like a.
He kind of he melted
Okay.
and then reformed into my old dog.
I thought that was an eye, but it's just my one of my jumper buttons.
So my puppy, Pockets, who's that big, melted and became my dog, who was that big. And
I mean, at least he's still cute, right?
I was like, okay, that's a little creepy.
Okay.
And then my dog lasts for 2 seconds. He comes and sees me, and my dog talks. and he says, Emma, you're in trouble.
Talk with a blog.
He was like, Emma, you're in trouble. You like have to get out of this house. And I was like, how do I get out? What if they get me? And he said, go out the back door. So I was like, I gotta trust my dog. No, gotta trust the dog.
Gotta trust the dog that eats your shoes, definitely.
Yeah. And then Lucky turned back into Pockets. And I went...
Oh, so Lucky told you were in trouble?
So I went and I was like...
Just for reference, Lucky was a sausage dog.
A dachshund.
A dachshund or sausage dog is probably what they'd understand more with that.
Yeah.
And Pockets is a little...
Jack Russell cross Foxy.
Cute dog. Let's just put it like that.
So I was going to go out the back with all the butcher's knives. Just to escape. And I had a backpack full of knives for some reason.
How many knives do you have?
No, like all the butter knives. Yeah, just in case.
What are they going to do with that?
They could still stab you with a butter knife.
You're not going to be in much danger, though.
I took the scissors. I took my dad's hammer. I had a few things in that bag.
Oh,
just
heavy,
in case.
Heavy.
I go to walk out the back. Like, I'm going towards it. My dog's grabbing the back of my shoe.
Mom! I saw her walk up there. She goes, we will be back soon, okay?
Anyway, so my dog was grabbing the back of me and he did not want me to go. And I was like, I need to. So I put my dog in my backpack with his head sticking out, but it was on my front so I could see him.
Okay.
And he was growling, barking. He was like, no. And he was shaking his head like...
Maybe he knew. Maybe the clowns heard and then they went the back door.
He just didn't want me to go out of the house. I said, shut up, you stupid dog.
I would think to stay in one room, the safest room, with like hardly any windows.
I opened the back door. They're on my cubby house. Slam it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Not really, but I was like, oh shit, should I listen to my other dog? Because obviously that would be weird if my dog melted. I mean...
Leave my cubby house alone.
My parents arrived.
Okay.
And came inside with the key and they're like, Emma, there's no clouds. I mean, clowns.
There's... what?
They said...
I see plenty of them.
They said there's no clowns. And I was like, can you... don't... Like, they're on the cubby house. They're there now. So Mum looked out the window. She's like, honey, they're not there. So I was like, oh, okay.
You know what?
Maybe I was dreaming.
Do you know what I like about that?
What?
The fact that your parents actually believed you. You always trust your kids with this point. That's what... Otherwise, one of you are going to die in
They
the
came
movie.
home and they were like, need to see you. You know, just to make sure she's okay. They checked out the back. They were like, honey, they're not there. I'm not actually going outside because the doors are already locked and I'm
I
cold.
feel like they're going to become clowns and
Just
is
listen.
that what happens?
Just listen. I'm not saying anything. My
That's what
parents
happens.
bring me into the lounge room. And there's only me and 3 other people that live in my house. My mum, my sister, and my dad. There were 3 clowns. Remember that little detail?
Yes, but didn't you see it as Sky?
I saw it as Sky, Brian Orion.
Her family
And
was the
Albino.
clowns. They didn't see it because they were the clowns. I'm guessing. Alright.
I went into the lounge room and my dad gave me a blanket. My mum was like, I'll make you hot chocolate. And Caitlin was like, I'm going to go get you like my laptop to watch a movie.
She is not that nice.
I know. I was like, that's a little suspicious. So they start coming in.
She's not mean, she's just not nice.
They don't come in and I'm like, Mum, Caitlin, Dad, you know, what's happening?
She's doing my makeup.
And then I get no reply. Then my TV starts turning on and like crackling. And then I was like, Mom, Dad,
We have a TV in here.
Katie, oops. And
Send help.
And then it started focusing. But
Wait, was it like
But it was like of me on the couch. It showed me sitting there and I was like,
I'm blocking the door.
I was like, oh fuck, what is happening? And I'm crying now.
Okay, we got a light on the door.
I cry when I laugh, so like, or I think of something sad or scary. So my parents like I couldn't get their attention and I saw like a security camera view of me.
Did you see the camera?
There was no camera.
Oh, that is.
It was just the TV looking at me and I could see myself and I was like,
I'm not going to
Mom?
go to sleep tonight. I covered my mirror up for a reason.
and I was freaking out. I was like, parents need you, hurry, like,
Cover up the TV today.
And then behind me, the couch, like 3 figures popped up, and they grabbed me on the mouth.
Wait, did you actually see it, or was it just a recording?
I saw them like standing up behind me.
Did you feel them grab, or was it just you getting grabbed on the film?
And then I couldn't. It wasn't like it was like I saw the film, but I saw them standing up behind me like in the camera, and I turned. No one was there. I looked back, and they were like taking me behind the couch
In the film, but not in real life.
Yeah, and I was like.
Like, by real life,
And I was like-
dream like real
And
life.
I was like, they're my parents. Like, it wasn't the clowns, it was my parents and sister who took me over.
I mean, just put it this way, at least maybe they're trying to hide, they saw it, and just take it over. Duck!
And then, but my parents had, like, these weird, like, smiles, and they were just, like, the whole time, they were like, oh, here's my daughter, I'm just gonna take her.
Your parents can smile.
Exactly! I was like, this is really different. And then, the clowns appeared on my TV.
Imagine if we saw clowns pop up on this, I'd be like, bye!
It wasn't a recording of me now, it was the clowns at the front. And then the door kicked down.
I'm going to be terrified for my life tonight. I'm sleeping with a knife under my pillow.
I saw the door get kicked over and I saw it land on the ground and I saw it in the video. The clowns ran in laughing and they were like, this is...
Wait, was this Sky or was this your
It
parents?
was Sky and all that now. And I was like...
Your parents. I'm done
And
cleaning your room.
Here's a little plot twist. So Sky says, wait, before we do this, Brian or Ryan, I have to tell you something. He looks at her, I don't know, looks at her, and she goes, I'm breaking up with you. Because she wanted, but that was like from her eyes. You saw it take over her body, and she's like, I'm breaking up with you. And then he's like, you can't break up with me. And she's like, we're done.
I just
And
did!
then Sky became herself. Because she...
So wait, did the makeup fall off? Like the makeup
No,
just
she
went away?
she just kind of...
Did the makeup
Oh,
go
like,
away, or was she herself? with the
kinda
makeup
like-
on?
grey like smoke, and then she became herself and then ran over to me and she's like, Emma, like, don't let them win. And then someone liked me. A little nay.
Not surprising. I feel like maybe it is in real life.
No.
Sky, you know what I'm talking about if you're watching this.
Nay just started walking towards me and he was like, I'm sorry, like, I like you. Like, I like you. And stop.
Hi, my name's Rolanda.
And he was like, I don't want to lose you. I'm being controlled. But I wish you were mine. Grabs a knife. It's right here. And I wake up. And I'm like,
Get away from me!
and then I was like freaking out. And my mum came in the room because she heard me like scream. I was like,
Like, did you actually scream? Like,
yeah, I was like, and I screamed. And
hair.
my mum came in and I was like, get out, don't touch me. And she's like,
How did you
okay.
scream? How did you scream?
I was just like, ah! And I was like, and then my mum came in and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, get out. And then she's like, Emma, what's wrong, honey? And she like sat next to me and I was like, you were evil and you tried to kill me. And like,
Next thing you know, she dragged you behind the bed.
no. And I was like, Mum, you didn't protect me. And she's like, oh no, honey, I'd always protect you. And I'm like, but you didn't, you failed. Can't believe you do that to me. And then she's like, Emma, it wasn't me.
And
Chill.
she's going to if you keep talking about
Yeah,
it.
and I was like, okay. And then like Dad came in and he's like, could you shut up? And I was
Love
like,
you too, Dad.
and I was like,
Love you too.
I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the end of my dream because now I'm awake talking to my parents saying how crazy I am. And I told them like a little bit and they laughed at me. And then in the morning, Mum already told Caitlin and Caitlin was like, Emma, I'm a clown. And I was like, stop it.
I mean, you weren't the clown, so you can shut
And
up.
I was like, you can stop right now. I'm going to slap you down.
I actually
Mum."
have a really weird clown dream too, but I don't know if we have enough time in the video.
Well, probably not. We can make a part 2.
We'll make a part 2 to weird dreams. Don't drop that on my head.
14.
Whee!
Now I'm craving a milkshake. I have problems. They have milkshakes in the milk bottle for $4.
hospital. You can't spend your money. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked us. Hope you found out how truly mentally insane we
And
are.
how imaginations work. Well, how good mine is.
How overactive.
Look, like, don't dream with my brain. That's my only advice for you.
That's advice. Just don't be Emma.
Don't be me.
Okay, so if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up with the dumbbell, gently so you don't break your screen.
And if it will work.
And if it works, then good. Make sure to comment down below if you want to see a part 2 and what videos we should do next, or if you want to see more story times.
Also, comment down below how you would react if you had our dreams. And which one.
You'd probably go to a mental hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Make sure to hit that
I'm
big
really scared because whenever we're at your house, we think there's a clown here. No,
Emma, don't do that!
it's true.
Don't do that!
It's true.
We're gonna be locked in here until my parents come back. Make sure to get that big red subscribe button in the face.
Ching!
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
I might not.
Mwah.